Northern Colorado and Colorado State. What a game on Tuesday night. Took three overtimes to get it done. 102-91 finish in this one, and we had some immaculate play. Gabi Fields with her personal best in college basketball by almost double. 15 points was her best going into this one. She finishes with 36 in 49 minutes of play. My gosh, what a game this was. This was a very fun one to watch here between Northern Colorado and Colorado State here. I mean, going through the overtimes, it was just the entire game was just fantastic through and through. You couldn't until the very end. I mean, each team was just battling hard, Steve. I really enjoyed watching this one. It's nice getting to watch maybe some of these non-power five teams, if you will, play really good basketball. And we saw that in this game here. Northern Colorado moving to 5-2, Colorado State 4-3, both very good basketball teams. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw both these teams in March.
I certainly think with Colorado State, there's a lot of talk of them perhaps being that sleeper, coming out of the Mountain West. And Northern Colorado, they're in the WAC, if I remember right. I mean, they're in the Western Athletic Conference. Am I correct on that?
No, the Big Sky.
Oh, they're in the Big Sky. Ooh. So they're going to have a tougher road than I thought to get, maybe into a tournament. But again, they showed here that they can go up and play against their big sister and teach them a few things. Northern Colorado didn't start, but they played 7 freshmen.
Mm-hmm.
So that says a lot for that program, that not only are they bringing in some pretty solid recruits, but they're letting them play right away. Now, with these 7 freshmen fare as well against, let's say, Colorado, hard to say, but I mean, Colorado State, is not a bad program by any means. Avery Kleinhans is another freshman that put up a double-double. She had 16 and 12. And again, if you've got your young players contributing in that fashion, then you can have your more seasoned players kind of jump in. Sydney Starsgaard, she hit 5 or 6 from 3 points. She had a couple of big shots to get the game, to the second overtime. What I found really interesting is that they really didn't have anybody foul out, but Northern Colorado found a way to outscore Colorado State by 11 in that third overtime. So that's telling you that a young team was gaining confidence the longer the game went on. In fact, I saw a couple of, interview comments where they were saying, well, I really like games like this. I wish all of our games were like that. Not necessarily 3 overtimes, but Kleinhans said, if every game went to overtime, that would be great for us. And it would be exciting for me. So I think that shines a light on an in-state rival. And this time of year is when these in-state rivals really come to the forefront. And to the fan bases, this game could be as important as if there is a tournament bid or a women's NIT bid in the future for either of these two teams, because they squared off. And in the case of Northern Colorado, they came away with, I don't want to say an unexpected win, but certainly a signature win.
Win.
Yeah, in the third overtime.
Yeah, when you look at this game, Northern Colorado beat Colorado State the entire time. This game probably shouldn't have went to 3 overtimes. The only reason that I think Colorado State stayed in this one is because Northern Colorado had 15 turnovers in this one and only 6 for Colorado State. But you look at every other thing on the stat sheet, they were 51%, almost 52% from the field for Northern Colorado. They were 54% from the 3-point line. They were 15 for 28. If we saw a lot of that from Stensgaard and of course from Gabi Fields as well, the freshman playing 49 minutes. I mean, you gotta love that, seeing that 36 points. Her career high before that was actually 14 points. I said 15 earlier, it was only 14. So not only is she doubling her career best in her short college career, she is really putting Northern Colorado back on the map. I like what I saw with this team. This is the first time I saw these guys play this year. I'm not going to lie. I'm looking forward to seeing what else is on the slate for them. They have a pretty tough December. They play Kansas State in the middle of December. That's a 7-1 team as of we speak right now. That is a real test. They play a majority of their teams in the month of December currently have winning records. So right now, they are currently in first place in the Big Sky, just above Sacramento State. We'll see if they can hold on to that heading into conference play. As for Colorado State, I did like what I saw as well. They got to shoot the ball a little bit better. They kept this team in, they kept Northern Colorado in this one because they didn't shoot as good. But when we see them in the month of December, I think they have an easier route until the very end of the year. New Year's Eve, Steve, they play UNLV. As of right now, they have not lost. UNLV women's team looks very, very good. So we'll see what happens there. I really like this matchup, and I'm looking forward to see more of Gabi Fields.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Though, McKenna Hofschild, for Colorado State, I mean, she played, I think, 53 minutes. She was their leading scorer with 27. So she apparently is their go-to cog in any game like that. If they can get, as you said, a little bit more consistent shooting and have maybe a secondary scoring option, I think Kaylin, I want to say her name is Proctor, but I think I've got the last name wrong. Crocker. Kaylin Crocker. She played 53 minutes. So if she can start draining some outside shots, not necessarily from three, but from the perimeter, and they can open up. They have a nice young forward by the name of Josianne Vaz, who does a great job on the boards. If they can kind of give her some more freedom in there, I can see Colorado State having a little bit more success. They have had some issues in close games, either having a critical foul at the wrong time, or they haven't turned the ball over the way that Northern Colorado did. But it just seems that something goes wrong, in those later minutes, and it's making games a little closer than the coaching staff would probably like. But based off of this game, we've got two more teams we need to add to our must-watch list. Yep. So we should be able to sleep sometime by the end of April, early May, I would think.
Yeah, what do they like to say? What do all the youngsters like to say? We sleep in May. And I feel like that's probably a good idea. However, we also cover college baseball and college softball, but we'll figure it out sometime. Let us know what you think in the comments about this game. Do you think this was did you pay attention to it? Did you watch it? If not, I encourage you to watch the highlights of this one. A very good one between two in-state rivals. Let us know in the comments your thoughts. And as always, thanks for watching SlasherU.